Hey everyone, we're the Border Hookups. Welcome to another episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing.
Currently we are full-time RVing in northern Minnesota and on 420 acres of wilderness that we're sort of keeping an eye on the place for the board of directors that we are also sitting on. A little background information on that. Yet we're just kind of keeping an eye on the place, kind of hosting it, doing some projects, and we're very, very, very fortunate, very happy to have this opportunity and this place to call home for now as we wait things out.
And while we're waiting things out, we need to keep busy. And we need to find things to do because, yeah, we're in our camper. We have a little 23-foot mini light, Rockwood mini light, which we love and it's perfect for us, but we need to find things to do. So one of the things that we do is we actually have a lot of campfires. And it's funny because I remember asking full-time RVers if they have a lot of campfires, and they would say, no, we don't do that a lot. But we have been having campfires as much as possible. Yeah. If it's not raining, you know, we're out there, we're sitting around the campfire, and that is keeping us happy. Yeah, and going back to what we're doing, you know, to keep busy, we're also doing a lot of walks and hikes, and thankfully we've got our hiking boots and we can go out on some long trail walks, and that has been something that keeps both of us sane, I think. I know me for sure. If there's a day when I don't do that, if there's a rainy day and I'm not out walking at least a 3-mile walk, I go crazy. The other thing is we go on bike rides, and we've actually got one scheduled today. So I'm really excited. We were going to do a trail that we think will be kind of rained out because it rained here for about 24 hours straight. So instead we're gonna go on kind of a, I don't know, concrete bike trail. Yeah. But I'm so excited for that because aside from just biking in this area, we haven't taken our bikes for a long ride. So really excited to do that.
There. Look at me.
Hi. Just posting a little story.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
So those are some of the things that we do when we're trying to pass time here, and we're very fortunate to have these things at our disposal to be able to enjoy them.
Another thing that is important for us to kind of keep our sanity is to actually get off of the property. Mm-hmm. So at times, even just a grocery trip, a trip to get groceries is kind of, you know, welcome. Like, hey, let's go get groceries today. Or laundry day.
Love laundry. I do.
I tease Dave that he is learning how to do laundry now because he separates into colors and whites and things, because I like to have the sheets and towels on hot, and yeah, he would just throw everything together. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. We do it together.
We do laundry day, and while we're at the laundromat, we like to work on, we'll work on editing things that we don't need internet, because the laundromat here does not have Wi-Fi. So we just kind of work on things. We get it, everything we need on Wi-Fi we do here, then we go there and we work on things that don't need Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so, and that was my first experience at going to a laundromat, actually. I mean, I had never been to one, and so it was kind of fun. We've only been twice. We go every other week, but to me it was just a new experience, so I thought that was kind of fun. It's the simple things. It's the simple things.
So another thing that you may or may not know, that we're musicians, the Border Hookups, hence the Border Hookups Go RVing. So being out here with not a lot to do other than Jacqueline's health coaching, which she spends most of the day doing, being on the phone with clients, and then I spend most of my day editing. We also do music, and it's given me the opportunity to start writing again, and I didn't want to write for a long time. I don't know what happened. When all of this hit, I didn't feel the inspiration, the creativity to come up with new songs. It's sort of, everything just went to shutdown mode. We were booked, we are booked straight into September right now, but we're just watching shows fall off, and we feel horrible for these venues and these people who had booked us for private parties that they can't have their parties.
Graduations, yeah, that's tough on the the class of 2020.
Yeah, we definitely feel for those guys, and so we don't really have any shows right now, but what we have been doing is some Facebook Live stuff, working with some different communities and helping raise money for the food shelves. And we shoot right out here in the woods, or if it's raining, we go in the camper. If it's not raining, we're definitely out here in the woods.
We had a group here down at the camp area, and they're on the board as well, so they were able to come in, and they come every year, and they had their social distancing around the campfire, and they asked us to come in and play for them. So we played, I think, about almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah, just across from everybody at the campfire, and it just made us feel so good to be able to play in front of people again. And they were such a great crowd. They were just such fun, just nice people, and so that was really uplifting for us to be able to do that and kind of have some normalcy, and you know, get us some practice too, because we're used to playing at least 3 shows a week, and we do everything by memorization, and now
it's kind of a crapshoot. We may or may not get the song, but we'll meet at the end on the last note and the last word. We kind of glance at each other every now and then. And the funny thing about doing Facebook Lives is you're actually playing, looking at the phone that's facing back at you, so you're seeing each other as you're playing, and we've never had that before. We've always glanced out of the corner of our eyes. When we practice at home, I close my eyes a lot because I don't want to get used to being able to see Jacqueline across the table and seeing her
You don't like
cues.
looking at me?
I love looking at you.
Come on.
I love looking at you.
So one of the challenges during the pandemic was that I didn't get a chance to see the kids. You didn't get a chance to see them either, but you know, I'm used to seeing my kids a lot. And so that was really, really hard for me. One of the hardest things, actually.
Yeah, I can tell. So they came up to visit, which was really cool. They drove up from Minneapolis and got to hang out with us for, was it 3 days? 3 days? Yeah? So they were up for 3 days. We did everything from canoeing to had a night where we played games in the tent. We have a screen tent. Yeah, that was a blast.
They brought some games that we had never played.
Right. Nor we may never play again, or should we?
We had no clue. It was so nice to see them, and the fact that, you know, they've grown up. Kayla. How you doing?
How's it going?
They had that Mac Daddy of an air mattress.
They did.
I was like, this is not tent camping. Just kind of made Mama's heart whole again. Kids, if you're watching, we love you, and we had a great time.
Another nice thing was having friends come up to visit and doing 100% social distancing, because we want to be very careful and very mindful of that. Obviously, I had friends come up that I used to ride off-road motorcycles with. I since sold my motorcycle. Sold my motorcycle.
Is it still bitter coming out of your mouth?
Yes,
that
it's
you
still
sold
bitter.
The motorcycle.
I'm still in denial. I'll get through it. I have a good therapist. We'll work it out.
But in exchange for the motorcycle trips, you got the trip of a lifetime.
And I did. And you. I got
yes.
you.
Wow. You had me already.
Oh. Thank you. So my friends came up on their bikes and stayed here, and then they went and rode during the day away from here. But it was really cool to have them come up and see my old motorcycle take off down the road without me on it. But a friend of mine bought it, and so that was cool to see him go down the road. And then, like I said, we did the social distancing, had to make sure, you know, we're being safe, and
had some campfires, all 6 feet apart.
At 6 feet. We had 6 campfires. Everybody had their own campfire.
We could have totally done that here.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So the other thing that we've had to do a few times, not too often, is to watch TV in the camper. So when we were here, when we first got here, it was really cold, and as you know, if you've been watching our videos, or if you know me personally, I'm a total freeze baby. Even though I grew up in northern Manitoba, I get cold very easily. And so a lot of nights were spent just in the camper, and some of those nights we played games, but other nights we watched TV, and luckily we have 4G connection here, so we could watch Netflix and Hulu on our Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah. Fire Stick!
Oh, that maybe we need to write a jingle.
That's a song. Hold on. Let me grab a pen.
Let's write a jingle for them.
Grab a pen and paper. We're not purists. Don't get us wrong. It's not like we don't watch TV. It's just we feel like during the day there's no time because we're always working on something.
Yeah, yeah. It's good.
Yep,
I think
it's good.
It's good. Right?
In all honesty, I feel like we caught a lot of breaks. Caught a lot of breaks. We were very mindful of what we were doing. We expedited certain things to get ahead of it. I felt like we bailed out of our house pretty fast at the end there. I felt like we were going to the witness protection program or something, running up into the woods. But we dodged. I always say we dodged a lot of raindrops. And so we're very fortunate. And we're fortunate enough to have a place that, you know, welcomed us and allowed us to stay here. So thank you. We just feel thankful that we have been handed the things that we've been handed, and we have, other than missing people, we miss our friends, we miss our families. We talked to Jacqueline's parents up in Canada. We don't think that the Canadian border will be open by the time we're supposed to go there in July. Everybody's sort of preparing for that. It's just the reality of it. The common enemy in all of this is the pandemic. It's not fun, it's not convenient, definitely not convenient, but we just keep pushing forward and just trying to connect with people as much as we can. And like I said, thank God I have Jacqueline in my life, and we get along great, my best buddy. Yeah, that's what I was going to say actually, was that's another thing that
I think we're thankful for is the fact that we get along living in such a small space. And it's been over a month, and you know, everything's been great.
Still married. Hey, thanks everybody for watching this episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing. Please make sure you subscribe and ding that bell so that we can notify you guys as to when we have new episodes coming out.
Please comment below. We would love to hear from you. If you have any questions or anything that you would like to see in a future episode, that would be great too. And we'll see you all out there.
We'll see y'all out there.